How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the I'm Toby YouTube channel. How are you doing? I hope you are well. Thank you so much for dropping in. It's lovely to have you here as always. Before we get into the video, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and give me a lovely comment. Tell me how much you love me. Today's video is a really fun one and slightly deviating away from the blind content a little bit because I know that some of you get tired. That one person that commented, please stop doing blind content on my TikTok. So today we are talking about puppies because, fun news, me and Natalie are getting a little puppy. I guess we'll put a picture on the screen now. I'm not in charge of editing, but I presume there's at least one picture going around in front of my face right now. Her name is Lila. She's a little Cocker Spaniel and we are so excited we're picking her up. If this is Tuesday evening, picking her up in the next week. Naturally, because I take advantage of anything that's content, there will be lots of puppy content coming your way, whether it is on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever platform I'm on, Lila will be there. And today we're going to do a little puppy haul. How have we been preparing? I can't lie, Natalie's been the more prepared one and the one doing most of the research, so she's been the one making the purchases. However, I don't know, I'll just take you through what we've got. It's a scary time, we're very apprehensive, but you can only be as prepared as you are. So let's go through some of the little products we've bought to make her settling in a hell of a lot easier.
Zoom you out.
So this is going to be really interesting. Obviously, I'm going to have to be feeling all of the products next to me. I don't know all of them because there is so many. So if I get any wrong or say something silly, don't mind me. Let's start off fun. Let's start off with some toys. So when doing research, we found out that it's important to get a variation of toys so that they have different things to chew on, different textures. A puppy uses their mouth for pretty much everything. They love to explore, they love to bite, they love to nip. So we've got some toys. We've got a ring that's very, I don't know, that's hurting my hand, so that might hurt her mouth. I don't know. This, does it make a noise? They all make a noise. And I feel like morbidly, it's because it makes the same sound as an animal when it's, you know, preying on it. As you can see, there's loads of variations of stuff. This little bone. This one's really cool because I think you can hold on to one end and little Lila will hold on to the other one and you can run with her and she'll run with you, and it's a way to kind of tire them out a little bit more on walks. As you can imagine, little puppies, especially Cocker Spaniels, are very energetic. This one's actually really cute. I think it's a watermelon. Does it squeak?
Yeah, its squeak is like in its butt.
In its butt? Oh, there it is. Since when do watermelons squeak? I don't know. Ball time! Got some tennis balls. I feel like they're essential. This is so cliche. Natalie thinks she can't throw a ball very far, so apparently this goes flying. Heads up now. So then after ropey, more tactile toys, I guess you could call them, got some soft toys. Aren't these really, what is that? Apparently it's a cat. It's a duck with a Christmas hat. This is cool. Apparently they like crinkly stuff. It's a monkey with extremely long arms, little slender monkey. I don't even remember getting this. Here at Blind Tobes, we support the LGBTQ community. So next up, I'm going to show you all of the stuff that we've got for mental stimulation, which is really, really important because, as I said earlier, little Cocker Spaniel puppies can be very energetic and mental stimulation is a really good way of tiring them out. So these are really important. This is called a Kong and this is like a knockoff Kong, I guess, but effectively you can put their food in it, whether it's their normal food that they're having for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, or little treats like what I'll show you later. We've got some doggy peanut butter, and it just makes eating a little bit more challenging, which makes them think about how to get their food, which ultimately tires them out a little bit, which means we could have a little bit more respite. I've heard people say that you need lots and lots of these. They smell a little bit rubbery, so I guess we'll see how that goes. Hopefully Lila does like them and it works. For now we've got 2. If we need more, I guess we'll get more. Here's the peanut butter. I will not be trying this, but apparently dogs absolutely love it, mate. They absolutely love it. 24.9% protein in this. Maybe we do need to produce this for humans. I don't think in regular peanut butter there's a quarter protein. I don't think. Mental. Dogs have got the easy life. I love that. Lila's gonna be wham. This is a little licky mat. You can have this in the bath. It's kind of got the like sticky surface on the bottom, so it'll stick to the bottom of the bath if you're washing them. You could put the peanut butter on it and that hopefully keep them occupied. Equally, when they're just chilling and you want them to relax a little bit, or again, take some time out if you've got something to do, pop some stuff on the licky mat, and yeah, that'll keep them occupied for a little bit of time. This is my favourite thing in the entire world. This wasn't bought, Nat actually made this herself. What did you do? Did you like?
I got a sink mat and felt.
So it's a sink mat and felt, and she's like tied it through the bottom, and it's very, very thick, and it's called a snuffle mat. How cute. Effectively what this does is you can put little treats in it, and again, she's got to snuffle around it, go through all of it, try and find the treats, and that's really exhausting for her. So apparently going through a snuffle mat can be equivalent to about 30 minutes of exercise, which is crazy, especially if it's like treacherous weather outside and walking for an hour, hour and a half is going to be tricky. Snuffle mat. On to walking stuff now, and here we have the leads. This is like an ombre one apparently. I think it's got lilac in it. Natalie's favourite colour is lilac, and that's a big reason why we are calling Lila Lila. Moving on, we've got kind of another standard lead. This one's a lot softer, maybe not as robust as that one, but equally just as useful. And then we've got a little slip lead, which just kind of goes over her head very loosely. This is for stuff like when we need to go into the garden quickly to take her out for the toilet at night, because they literally pee all the time, literally like 800 pees a day, including at night as well. So yeah, this is just easy to slip on and off, hence the name, a slip lead. Here we've got her little collar. It is Dalmatian print, which is super cute. I remember what Dalmatian print looks like. It's got a little L on the front in rose gold, apparently very feminine, very, very, very pretty. Apparently we don't put the name of the puppy on just in case people want to try and steal the puppy by using their name. But on the back of this, it's also got sort of like our address and phone number and stuff, just in case we lose little Lila, but fingers crossed that does not happen. Next up, this is really cool. It's a walking bag from Coco Pup. It's just got sort of everything in one place. You've got a little poo bag dispenser, which is really cool. Then once the poo bag is full, you can put it through here, which means you've got a hand free. There is a treat bag as well, which means you don't have to be carrying that around. It's all attached. Lots of space inside with like a zip for various little things that you can put in there, whatever you need. Really cool, I think, really handy. Here we've got different sized harnesses. Lila's going to grow very quickly, so I'm sure we'll be buying different ones for these, but these are just for her lead to go on. More comfortable than a collar sometimes. Pretty standard. Next up, we've got Hygiene. Here's some doggy shampoo. Very cute. Obviously, a lot of this will be towards her fur. Here's a little comb. These for kind of little knots that you need to get out. Toothbrush, important. We're gonna brush our teeth with coconut oil. Apparently that's a good way of doing it. You can get doggy toothpaste as well. Little claw trimmers. Are they called claws? I guess they're claws, aren't they? Nail trimmers, whatever. Doggy nail trimmers. Got a slicker brush. This is for getting just matted fur out. Her hair might get a little bit longer as she grows up. And just a normal little brush. I might use this myself just for general grooming. Next up, we've got a little bit of comfort. We've got 3 blankets. Sometimes it's good to, sorry if that hit the mic, but I've passed caring. Sometimes you've got to sort of cover their crate to keep them a little bit more secluded when they're sleeping, and obviously just general blanketed stuff for them to sleep on when they're outside of their crate. A little jumper and a little coat. How cute is this, honestly? Imagine a tiny little Cocker Spaniel in a tiny little, oh don't, it's melting my heart, stop it. Her doggy bed. It's quite comfy actually. I might take a little nap in this, to be honest. It's so cute, honestly. My heart is melting. I can't wait to have her. Next up, we'll talk a little bit about feeding. We've got a feeding mat, obviously just to stop any food or water going on the floor. There may be accidents, well there will be accidents, so just got to prepare for that. Next up, we've got her 2 bowls. We're going to use this one as her sort of watering bowl. It's quite heavy, quite robust, so hopefully won't knock over too much. There will be accidents, but hopefully you can prevent them as much as possible. And then this one is what we will feed her with. This metal bit inside comes out, which is great. It just means you can pop it in the dishwasher when you're done. Don't have to sort of wash the whole thing. And the bottom's got grips on it, so it won't move around too much as she's pushing it around, nuzzling with her little head. This is her treat tin. She's very spoiled, obviously a very large tin. In the treat tin, we've got these scoops. For me as a blind person, measuring out food for her, oh my God, is quite difficult. So to have these scoops, it just means I can have the same amount given to her every time, rather than sort of guessing with, I guess, a less objective means of measuring. We've got all of our food and treats. Well, I mean, obviously it's a conveyor belt, but we've got the stack of food and treats. Not going to show the branding or anything because people get really judgmental about what food you use. She's going to be on the same food that her breeders have been giving her for the past 8 weeks, so don't you worry about her gut health or anything like that. Shh. For training, we've got a clicker. This is used to like positively reinforce the dog when they do something you sort of want them to do, and they get used to that sound, and that reinforces that behaviour. For me, this is the most interesting bit of kit. These are what we call toilet bells, and for me as a blind person, this will be really useful. So the aim is, I'm going to put them down because they're going to keep jingling. The aim is to train Lila to be able to ring those bells when she needs the toilet. So effectively, I know it's going to take a lot of time to do so, but every time we take her out to the toilet, we ring that bell, show her that that means she's going outside to use the toilet, not just going outside in general. And then hopefully she'll be able to mimic that behaviour and let me know, give me an audible cue instead of a visual one, that she needs the toilet. This is her little dog seat, like a baby seat I guess. These straps go over the headrest, and then this strap hooks onto her harness. That means we can go on car journeys with her. I will also have her on my lap as well in the car because we've got about an 1.5 hour journey to pick her up. So we'll be kind of swapping between my lap and the doggy seat. This is adorable and could be one of the best purchases. This pops out and it becomes a little ball pit, which is actually adorable. Apparently dogs love ball pits. So we're going to see how Lila gets on. Subscribe for doggy ball pit videos. So this is her little crate. This is the final bit. This is the most important bit really. You need to train your puppy to spend a lot of time in here where they're happy and independent rather than depending on you. So this has got vet bedding in it. Quite often we might feed Lila in here, give her some treats in here, maybe just a toy or a couple of toys so that she can occupy herself and also get used to her own company rather than being around me and Natalie all the time. She'll sleep in here, puppy sleep up to like 20 hours a day. So yeah, hopefully she'll get quite acquainted with this. We'll probably need to upsize eventually, but to start with, this will do. So that wraps up our haul for our puppy. Hopefully if you're thinking about getting a puppy, that gives you some idea of what to think about. Honestly, we've been preparing for months now. As you can see, we've got lots of stuff and there's still more things to get and there'll be things to get along the way, but that is what we've gotten so far. Obviously there will be puppy videos coming if that's what you